Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host DeltaTDS, and today for match number 113 of round 3, we've got the absolute powerhouse Pokemon trainer Riley going up against the Team Flare leader Lysandre. Riley so far has gone through 2 rounds and not lost once. His absolutely physical team has just torn through Acerola's team and torn through Dianthus' team. Lysandre, on the other hand, his record is currently at 2-1, losing one time to Tate. So, if anything's gonna take out, I guess, the embodiment of life and death, it's gonna be Riley and his physical attackers. But Riley's got that Mega Lucario. Lysandre's got the shiny Mega Gyarados, and we're gonna see if Riley can continue his undefeated streak or if Lysandre's gonna move on to round 4. Riley leading off with Salamence, Lysandre leading off with Mienshao. Getting that Intimidate off on that Mienshao immediately. It goes for Fake Out, getting free damage in. Going for the U-turn to switch out of there. Into Xerneas. As Salamence sets up a Dragon Dance. Salamence going for the Thunder Bang, doing a third to Xerneas. Moonblast is of course going to take out that Salamence. Riley taking the first KO of this match. I can't say that's been the same for his previous 2 matches, but he sends out that Metagross to counter Xerneas. Xerneas, a fairy type, not gonna like that. Gonna switch out to the Honchkrow as Zen Headbutt does nothing to that Honchkrow. A lot of smart plays from Lysandre here. Dark Pulse with a critical hit's gonna take out Metagross. Get it out of there. Riley sending out that Rampardos, this absolute glass battering ram of a Pokemon. Dark Pulse is going to do over half. Head Smash, unfortunately missing that Honchkrow. I think, what, 5-10% chance to miss. Unfortunate. Critical hit Dark Pulse, takes out the Rampardos. Riley not looking too good for game 1, or yeah, game 1. I believe it looks like this Honchkrow may have super luck. Riley sending out the Entei here. His own legendary. Oh, super luck plus Scope Lens. Entei with the Stone Edge does take out that Honchkrow, and Lysandre loses his first Pokemon. Sending out that Mienshao, gonna get free damage with the Fake Out. Gonna predict it. With the critical hit too, doing just about a quarter to Entei. Going for the high jump kick, gonna take out that Entei. Wow. I mean, being stabbed. Makes sense. Riley sending out that Garchomp, his second to last Pokemon. We've barely seen anything from Lysandre's team, and he's already taken out over half of Riley's team. Mienshao going for the U-turn and switching out to Xerneas. Rock Slide's gonna do 22% to Xerneas. Not a whole lot, but it does knock Xerneas underneath half health. Switching out to the Lucario, not taking it, fainting immediately from that Moonblast. Earthquake's gonna do 40%. Moonblast does finish off Garchomp, and Riley taking his first loss in this tournament. Lysandre takes game number 1. We only saw moves from Mienshao, Honchkrow, and Xerneas. which is kind of crazy considering Riley was just knocked out less than 15 turns too. We saw nothing from Lucario, and for the rest of Riley's Pokemon, we saw 1 to 2 moves. But we are back on the field for game number 2, and we're gonna see if Riley can play a lot better this game, or if Lysandre is gonna just stomp Riley into the ground. Riley leading off with Entei, Lysandre with the Gyarados, intimidating that Entei, not gonna like it. This is one Pokemon we haven't seen last game, and I do believe we might be seeing the Mega from this Gyarados. Yeah, going to Mega Evolve, Sacred Fire is gonna do 13% to it, probably hoping for a burn there. As Gyarados sets up a Dragon Dance. Gonna switch out to Salamence. Intimidate, take away that attack boost. So now Gyarados just has that speed boost. Crunch is gonna do 61% to Salamence. Thunderfang gonna do over half to Gyarados. Gyarados with the Crunch is gonna finish off that Salamence. The first KO of this game. Riley sending out the Garchomp here. Waterfall's gonna do over half to Garchomp. Rough Skin's gonna do some damage to Gyarados, and Dragon Claw does finish off that Gyarados. Lysandre taking his first KO as well. Sending out the Pyroar here against Garchomp. Hyper Voice gonna leave Garchomp on 2% as Earthquake takes out Pyroar. Garchomp holding on to a sliver of health right now. Lysandre's gonna send out that Mienshao. Easily gonna take out this Garchomp with a fake out. No, just a U-turn. Taking about 12% from that Rough Skin. With Lysandre U-turning, switching into Yveltal, Riley's able to pick a Pokemon to deal with this thing. Yveltal's the last Pokemon we haven't seen yet. Going into the Metagross. I believe that was a misclick. Probably meant for the Rampardos. Dark Pulse gonna take out the Metagross. Now sending out the Rampardos. We're gonna see Dark Pulse gonna almost take out that Rampardos. Head Smash does take out Yveltal, though the recoil does knock out Rampardos. Lysandre down half of his team right now. Honchkrow being sent out, Entei being sent out. Honchkrow we know has the Super Luck plus Scope Lens. Stone Edge gonna land and take out that Honchkrow. Sending out the Mienshao here. Gonna go for Fake Out, get free damage. Free 15% on that. Just over an 8. Going for the high jump kick. Doing over 2/3. A critical hit, Sacred Fire. Takes out Mienshao. And it's all down to Xerneas here. It looks like Entei might be slightly faster. Goes for the Iron Head, dealing over 1/3 to Xerneas and getting the flinch. That flinch very lucky for Entei here. Psyshock does finish off Entei, and Lucario is going into this against a 23% Xerneas. Down to the final Pokemon. Mega Evolves, Meteor Mash, gonna take out that Xerneas. And Riley bringing it back, taking game 2 on his last Pokemon too. Proving that he does have what it takes to take out Lysandre. Not making this a one-sided game. But we we saw just about everything from, well, we still haven't seen anything from Pyroar. Except for that Unnerve and Hyper Voice. We didn't see anything from Honchkrow. Everything except for Metagross. Game here. Game number 3. This determines who's going on to round 3. Not round 3, round 4. But once these trainers are ready, we can see just who that will be. Lysandre leading off with the Yveltal. Riley with that Rampardos. Already looking good for Riley here. Dark Pulse is going to do quite a lot to Rampardos as it goes for Rock Polish. Head Smash. That was just unfortunate. That head smash is definitely going to cost the game. Dark Yveltal as Dark Pulse finishes off Salamence. That miss was just unlucky. It's happened 2 out of the 3 times. Riley sending out that Lucario here. Mega Evolving and going for a Meteor Mash. Taking out the Yveltal and getting that attack boost as well. That attack boost going to be helpful for Lucario here. As Honchkrow is sent out here. Rock Slide does take out the Honchkrow. It's currently at 4v4 right now. Lysandre's going to send out that Mienshao. As Riley switches out to Garchomp, getting that fake out on the Rough Skin. Going to U-turn out of there as Xerneas is sent out here. Earthquake's going to do just a little over a third to Xerneas. Another Earthquake takes Xerneas down to 20% as Garchomp falls to a Moonblast. Sending out the Metagross here. Bullet Punch does finish off that Xerneas, taking out both of Lysandre's legendary Pokemon. He still has that Mega Gyarados, which is sent out here. Intimidate not going to do anything to Gyarados or Metagross. Gonna Mega Evolve, going for a Dragon Dance. Zen Headbutt's not going to do anything to Gyarados. Probably predicting the not Mega Evolve. Bullet Punch does 10% as Crunch takes out Metagross. Riley sending out the Entei here. Interesting choice against Gyarados. I mean, he's only got 1 of 2, so. Curious what this Entei can do. Critical hit Waterfall takes out Entei. Probably not ideal. Lucario coming out here. Mega v Mega. Earthquake does finish off Lucario. Okay. Well, Lysandre with 3 Pokemon remaining takes game 3, which means he'll be moving on to round 4. I'm still used to saying round 3, where he will be facing off against the winner of tomorrow's match, either Mullane or Claire. So thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.